Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
To Hunt, 180!
59, 65, 65, 65. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
There's your Hunt.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on, fellas.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
To Hunt, 180!
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gun! Quaker Omaha! Listen to me. Pilot, 64, weak. What is that?
Cousins now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Showing eight, showing eight.
61, matchbox lights.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
180! Mike, check, watch 54, watch 54. Go. Go.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Don't be scared.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26.
That's good for a Bears.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. Now, the camera miss was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
To throw is Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21.
1st down, Minnesota.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Watch a slat. Watch a slat. Watch a slat.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal for Cousins.
I got him.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
You know, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15.
Hey, 382, let's 50.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
On first down, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Jahan, 180.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go. 300.
Throwing is Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All day, every day.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Here we go.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards. But the interception is good, and they have the football. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and any back and run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
54. Big stop, D. Big stop.
From the 36, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Open man is Miller, he's got it. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown.
Let's go.
Anthony Miller, his second touchdown on the season, as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. Like 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, can't.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Boys, bring it up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now it's Trubisky. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
180!
Check Mike 11. Wants to run. They're running it.
They go play action with Trubisky. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
180!
Right there, 54 Mike.
I want that. Give me that.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Trubisky rolling to his right. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 20. Complete to Anthony Miller. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
180!
Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Leave it. Ring up 48.
Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Twist.
Black.
Twist. Check.
Wait, hot.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 23 yards, the final tally. Cousins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
59. Come on, D.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Right there. Brilliant!
Hey, Steamer!
58, boys, 58.
Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Bailey got the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. We just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again, got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
It's going to be a long...
Now it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here. The pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. On third down, a run with Cohen. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bears 28, Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
we've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Cousins, and he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
Right there.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The throw over the middle taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Cousins. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams...
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
180!
Check Mike 11. I got it.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
40.
After the interception, here's Trubisky.
I got 29.
He finds Robinson. 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
180!
Check Mike 11. You go night.
Move.
Night.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Back.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And 6 yards to go.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Trubisky to throw.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bears, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop